No matter how much you try to avoid something, the internet has a funny way of catching up to you. I actively went out of my way to avoid everything VMA related. VMA 2013. I went out of my way to avoid it. I don't have a cable box anymore. I left work at 8. I wasn't going to turn it on. And yet, because I'm on the internet a lot, I was made aware of the horrors that was Miley Cyrus's and Robin Thicke's performance. For those who don't know, stop watching this video or you will be facepalming all day. Miley Cyrus and her physique looking kind of like a personification of a pool noodle went ahead and strutted around stage last night, just sticking her tongue out at every chance. Twerking is now a mainstream word and I hate it. What does it mean? T-working? Like, to working. Like, working it. Like, there's not even anything funny you can say about that stupid word. To working. Whatever. Just generally being a very odd, static sort of dance and singing. You can tell she was even out of breath a little bit because there's so much gyration. And then, you know, Robin Thicke comes out dressed like Beetlejuice, basically, with sunglasses on and douchier hair. And the thing that everybody's really upset about is this picture. This image is now the new face of my nightmares. It used to be Bob Filner. But this picture is a 36-year-old married man gracefully accepting a 28-year-old's ass in his crotch that she more than willingly shoved right in. And before she did that, she took her giant foam finger and went up just went from balls to tip on his dick. Like, just massaging it. Oh my God. I can sit here and tell you how inappropriate I think that is. I can sit here and tell you how just face-palmy that all is. But the first thing that popped into my mind is when I see this is, when I watched the whole entire performance, I went, this is entertainment nowadays. This is our entertainment. If that is entertaining, and if that is how success is measured in this society, then I don't want to live on this planet anymore. What other performances have really been talked about today from the VMAs? Maybe NSYNC, how they reunited, which I didn't really give that much of a shit about because I like the Backstreet Boys better, okay? But no, everybody's talking about Miley. Everybody's talking about Miley and Robin Thicke. Oh my God, that makes them the best. That makes them the most popular people ever. Hooray. Luckily, I've changed my Twitter trends to Japan, so I can't read what is trending on Twitter, which is a great thing, let me tell you. So I'm not seeing people who are defending these actions and defending Miley and Robin being creepy at each other, which I guess is, you know, I guess that's a good thing. I'm sure Miley's fans they just loved her flesh-toned bikini, rubber latex, whatever, and the sneakers that go along with it, and just the gyration. Like, the gyration, it was like that's how twerky she was. It was just so awkward and forced. It looks forced. It just looked forced. This whole shtick that Miley Cyrus is doing lately looks so forced and phony. And, you know, I think it's in some ways she's trying to channel, like, Madonna, like 80s Madonna, like, ooh, super sexual and like, ooh, I'm going my own way, like Fleetwood Mac, and just really carving this sort of, like, alternate female kind of identity. But Madonna, with all due respect, I'm not a big fan of her, but that seemed at least genuine, as genuine as you can be in the entertainment industry. That seemed at least to be, okay, that's Madonna. That's how she's gonna be, whatever. Miley, on the other hand, it's sort of like saying, I'm no longer Hannah Montana, okay? Listen up, folks. I am a woman. This is what I'm gonna do now. Like, people think that this is her owning her sexuality or whatever. And I'm not seeing that. I'm just seeing another manufactured, this is what you have to do to have people talk about you kind of pop star. That's it. This is not Miley being Miley. This is not me slut shaming Miley or douchebag shaming Robin Thicke. This is just me saying I'm fucking over it. So fed up with this so-called entertainment that is popular in the mainstream. Why are we just seeing these celebrities just out ridiculous each other, back and forth? Who can be the most talked about? What do you gotta do? You gotta just shimmy on a married man's wiener, and he's gotta thrust into it. Like, that's what you get. That's the way to make the headlines, ladies and gentlemen. People are gonna make the argument like, well, just ignore it, you know? But as internet savvy as everybody is, it's one of the most difficult things to just ignore it. You say your piece, you rant about it, you get mad about it, and then you just move on. You move on. It's not as much as to just ignore it as it is to just say, okay, over it. Okay, here, fuck, shit, balls. Okay, and then you move on. Or people also say, like, well, you're just giving them the attention that they want. Yeah, I totally am. I understand that. But think about it this way. If you have to do that kind of an act to get the attention that you want, I'm not on board with that. I'm not okay with that. I'm still, as much as everybody tells you any press is good press, I am just not a believer in that. I'm allowed to tell you why I don't like it, and I'm allowed to think that this is just falling further and further about what qualifies as entertainment these days. I'm over all of this crap. This is just getting ridiculous. I don't know how much further this is gonna go. I want to see people just singing their songs and not having to do all these theatrics to get people to talk about them. It's just about who talks about you the most. It sucks. It's just a really sucky aspect of society and the entertainment industry. I think just the way people react to it is just similar into how they would react to this question. Hiccuped. Would you rather have a nice, sizable group of people reacting to you in a positive light, giving you positive feedback, and then, a very small group, subsection of people that are like, no, fuck you? Or would you rather have 100% of the country talking about you and 99.99999% of you, or a percent of that country, are just fucking fed up and just disgusted by you? What would you rather have? Because I would go for the former rather than the latter. And that's just the difference between me and Miley and Robin Thicke, I guess. It's all just a highly insane act that makes me facepalm over and over again. Over and over again. And that's all you can do. Facepalm and move along. And I'm going to move along to opening up this package that I got. I'm going now. Later, bitches.